Welcome to Informatica Cloud 201 on-demand course, Informatica Cloud Advanced Properties, PrePost SQL. Upon completion of this module, you will be able to understand what are pre- and post-SQL processing commands and what are their benefits. Let us now discuss what are pre- and post-SQL processing commands. The pre- and post-SQL processing commands consist of SQL queries. The pre-SQL command consists of a SQL query which would be executed before the data is loaded to the target tables. A very common usage of this attribute is dropping the table indexes before loading the data to the target tables. Similarly, post-SQL command consists of a SQL query which is executed after data is loaded to the target table. An example of post-SQL execution will be to recreate and delete indexes of the target tables once the data is loaded to them. These commands can be used in data synchronization, data replication, mapping configuration, Power Center operations, and data masking tasks. Let us now discuss the benefits of using pre- and post-SQL attributes. These commands allow Informatica Cloud jobs to perform additional tasks on the data before and after they are loaded to the target. These also help users to change the way a job runs without creating a new job. Suppose that you need to load records to some table in the database on a daily basis, and before loading data, you need to delete all existing records first. In that case, you will write a pre-SQL so that whenever you write the records to the target, you must delete all the existing records and then load the new records. Similarly, if you're planning to load the data to the target table from any stage table, it is recommended that you delete all the staging tables data after the target loading is complete. In such a situation, you write post-SQL to delete the stage records once it loads to the target table. In this demo, we will create a DSS task to configure the pre- and post settings. Here, we will use a database table to be loaded to the same database but different table using the Informatica Cloud DSS task. For better performance of the database system, we will drop the indexes of the target table. Finally, after the loading process is complete, we will recreate the indexes. To perform this task, we will use pre- and post processing commands in the Advanced Properties of the Schedule tab for the DSS task. To start with the demo, we will log in to the Informatica Cloud org. Make sure your secure agent is active and running. To create a DSS task, hover over Task Wizards and select Data Synchronization. To create a new data synchronization task, click the New button. Name the task Demo PrePost SQL and provide a meaningful description. Select the operation as Insert from the drop-down menu. Click Next. In the Source tab, select the active Oracle database connection, single radio button for the source type, and click the Select button for the source object. From the appeared window, select Act Customer and click OK. Click Next. To configure the Target tab, select the Oracle connection. Target object as Act Cust Order Summary file. Click the Field Mapping tab, map all the target fields, and then validate the mapping. A message saying the field mapping is valid and has no errors will be displayed. Correct the errors if any. Click Next. In the Schedule tab, we will configure the advanced settings. To do so, scroll down to the Advanced options. To set the pre-processing command, enter a SQL statement which can be run on the database to drop the index on the target table. We will also set a post-processing command. To do so, enter a SQL statement that can be run on the database to build a table index on the target table. Note, the pre-post processing option behaves as a command line. We cannot run plain DDL or DML SQL statements on command line. We should have a script and use a client utility like SQL Plus or SQL CMD, etc. So we have used SQL Plus as the command since our database is Oracle. We have also created two script files, one to drop the index and other to create the index. Now that we have configured the advanced properties, we will save and run this task. To do so, hover on Save. Click Save and Continue to validate the task. A Saved Successfully message will be displayed. Again, hover on Save and select Save and Run to run the task. You can check the status of the task while it is running from the Activity Monitor. You can check that the task ran successfully in the activity log with 112 success rows and 0 error rows. This concludes the demo of Advanced Session Properties PrePost SQL commands. You are now ready to take the lab. In this lab, you will create a DSS task, utilize pre and post processing SQL commands. A leading newspaper company in UK wanted to provide their subscribers with the latest news and happenings around the world. The company wanted to expand their customer base and provide more responsive ways of adding more value to the website for their website audience. They also wanted to facilitate strategic business decisions and improve overall operational control of the newspaper subscribers. To meet these business requirements, the company wanted to have the latest data provided to their subscribers round the clock. They also wanted their website data to be loaded to their system as and when a subscriber posted a question or requested for some service. When the real-time data was loaded to the target tables, then old and new data along with lots of redundant information got loaded to the system. The database tables got overloaded with information, and so when some information was required to be fetched, it took hours to retrieve the data. At the end of the day, when the data was required to be removed, it took a lot of time to delete the data as well. The company adopted Informatica Cloud as a solution to all its business issues. Informatica Cloud's pre and post SQL processing commands feature helped them to meet all their business requirements. They loaded the latest data to the staging tables and finally moved these data to the targets. However, before loading to the targets, they executed a pre-SQL processing command to delete the existing data in the target tables. This way, they ensured that the target tables always have the latest data. Once in a while, after all the data has been loaded to the targets, they cleared the staging table with the help of a post SQL command. This way, they provided their subscribers with latest data without being bothered about the target tables and staging tables data maintenance. This increased their subscriber satisfaction and a substantial increase in their subscriber base. This concludes Informatica Cloud 201 On-Demand Course Module 7, Informatica Cloud Advanced Properties. In summary, we understood what is pre and post SQL command and what are the benefits of using these commands.